During his last days of schooling, like all his other commerce classmates, Robert knew he was going to take up graduation in commerce for further education. But unlike most of them, somewhere deep down he knew that he really did not enjoy accounts or business. So he chose to pursue on the sideline of his graduation something he really enjoyed while in school, doing something creative. One day during the digital design course, Robert happened to take a peek at Mac OS. The entire UI design was so soft, so refreshing, so humane as compared to the cold boxy look of Windows OS, which was the only OS he had experienced till then. That brief moment of joy stayed with him, and while he veered off to other things, it had always been in the back of his mind that he would like to excel along that line. And he took the plunge as soon as opportunity knocked his door. If you love to evolve with constantly changing technology and consumer behavior, if you are excited about making life better for everyone, if you're someone who naturally understands people, if you possess empathy, then UX designing is the career for you, says Robert. Robert put his comprehensive outlook on a few essential soft skills needed to develop a successful career in UX designing.
Empathy, because you need to understand your user to some extent without ever meeting them. Because you need to understand and strike a balance between the need of your end users and the stakeholders in your organization when they differ. Strong communication skill, because there will always be a need for you to push your thought forward and defend your decision succinctly among all the stakeholders consisting of management, managers, and developers. Perseverance. UX design is not only about designing those fancy out-of-this-world wow-filled UI. That is just a small part of our day-to-day job. Rest of the time, we spend in understanding the business and user requirement. And post-design, sweating out those little details of the complete UI application and ensuring that the detail is executed as per our vision. This entails creating an elaborate and detailed style guide and providing UI assets to developers, which has become easier because of the new UI tools now, and working closely with the development team to review and correct deviations of the final product from the design, if any. These are the non-sexy but essential part of our job. We have failed as designer if our design generates hundreds of likes for the project in Dribble, but the same product used by end user is unusable and shoddily executed. Multifaceted knowledge. Design decisions are always taken on the basis of whether the outcome would be feasible, viable, and desirable. It is a common misconception that we as designers are only focusing on the desirability part. So for us to be a well-rounded designer, or what we call a UX unicorn, we need to have overall knowledge and a keen interest in business, technology, art, ergonomics, and psychology. Curiosity, ability to learn and unlearn constantly and rapidly. Technology is changing at the speed of light, and so is the medium that we are designing for. With the change in medium, new tools are also emerging, and old tools are getting waylaid. Firstly, we need to inculcate an interest in the happenings of the tech and design world. We have to have the ability to continually unlearn old and learn new concepts and tools. Thanks to the available knowledge on the internet, we can learn new things as it emerges along with the rest of the world. Humility. There is no perfect design solution. It can always be improved upon. We need to have the humility to understand that and be always open to feedback on what we put out. Strong sense of aesthetics. We are in the design profession after all. We need to be sensitive to good and bad design. Studies have shown the user is more willing to overlook bad usable product if it is perceived to be aesthetically pleasant looking. Contrary to popular belief, a good sense of aesthetics can actually be learned because design, like science, is based on strong proven principles. And principles can be learned and practiced.
While he did stay in the design domain from the start, he kept developing his skills and got more specialized within the design field. He started with graphic designing, then moved on to web designing and settled into UX design. He feels like he is doing more of what he loves and enjoys. It has helped him build up some specialized knowledge across his career journey.